Okay guys, let's talk about something I saw on the internet the other day. You ready? Isn't Goku still stronger than Gohan at the end of Dragon Ball Z? Now, with Super making things super confusing, I am going to try and assume that he's talking about the end of the Buu saga. Because technically the last episode of Dragon Ball Z takes place after Super, in which case Gohan is a nerd, so I guess he trained and then stopped, and trained again, then stopped, so I don't know.
Gohan, have you kept up on your martial arts training at all?
Not really, Master Roshi, but I can definitely still turn Super Saiyan when I want to. Maybe.
Okay.
We're not going to get into that. I don't know the future. Dragon Ball Z, or Dragon Ball Z hasn't caught into Super yet. So we will assume that he's talking about Z. And I'm also going to assume he's not talking about Super. I don't like Super very much, but it's pretty obvious that while Gohan got stronger, and while Gohan is stronger than Super Saiyan 3, he doesn't think that Gohan is stronger than Ultra Instinct, which is broken as hell, by the way. Let's assume that. So we're gonna stick with Dragon Ball Z, the end of the Kid Buu arc. Who is the strongest unfused character? Now this is gonna get messy for a number of reasons, because it almost kind of depends on what you read or watched. Did you watch the anime? And if so, did you watch it in English or Japanese? Or did you read the manga and did you read in English or Japanese? Very few things that could have really influenced the overall decision got lost in translation in the manga or the anime for this conversation. But in my opinion, those translations really matter if you're trying to find out who's the strongest Buu. And that's not really what I'm going to try to talk about right now. And you'll see why in a second, because you could say, is it Super Buu or is it Kid Buu? But then again, Super Buu is kind of a fused character, so I mean, it almost doesn't really matter. You have to look at Kid Buu. But we'll get to that in a minute, I promise. I'll get to that in the end. You'll see why it doesn't really matter too much about making that argument for the context of this video. And for the most part, people really make the debate about Goku, Gohan, and Kid Buu. So let's look at that. Let's break it down. Let's talk about Goku for a second. And how strong is Goku? Well, pretty fucking strong. I mean, the first Super Saiyan in 1,000 years, and the first Super Saiyan 3 on camera. So Goku is pretty fucking dope. But is he the strongest? The strongest we ever see Goku in Dragon Ball Z is when he's fighting Fat Buu as Super Saiyan 3. It's an awesome fight and an awesome showcase of just what Super Saiyan 3 can do. And at this point, he's the only one that's even stood a chance against Majin Buu. Wipe the floor of Vegeta, wipe the floor of Gohan, wipe the floor of Dabura. The toughest people in the show up until Super Saiyan 3 Goku. So this was a great fight, showing at the time the two known strongest characters on the show fighting, duking it out, and pretty much leaving it to a stalemate. Super Saiyan 3 takes a tremendous amount of power and stamina, so Goku can't maintain it for very long, but he can dish out a lot of power while he has it. Goku also goes on record saying that if he kept fighting at full strength the whole time, he might have been able to kill Buu. But the big word there is might. He didn't seem very confident. But then again, Goku leaves a lot of his enemies alive that he knows he could have beat. Remember Jace, Berter, Ginyu, Frieza, now Buu. I mean, this is a trend for Goku. But I digress. I take that as Goku knowing that he may have been able to beat Kid Buu, but it wouldn't have been easy. If it would have been easy, Goku would have done it. So I'm sure it would have taken a lot of his power and stamina. And now we're going to skip ahead to Gotenks fighting Super Buu. Gotenks is also a brand new Super Saiyan 3. He hasn't been a Super Saiyan 3 for very long. However you want to say it with the hyperbolic time chamber, give or take a week or so after the first failed attempt of fighting Fat Buu. Which means this fight right here, while awesome, also gives us a lot of information. Gotenks is now a Super Saiyan 3, and he's fighting Super Buu, and Super Boo is stronger than Fat Boo. I feel like that's safe to say. I feel like everyone is in agreement. Evil Boo fought Good Boo. Good Boo lost. Evil Boo and Fat Boo's power merged and became Super Boo. I feel like that's safe to say that everyone realizes that Super Boo is stronger than Fat Boo. So let's talk about this power scale we have right here. Super Boo, stronger than Fat Boo, is now fighting Gotenks. And Gotenks is winning. Granted, Gotenks is fused, he's not really into running. But if Fat Boo is so much weaker than Super Boo, and Goku was somewhat sure, but not really, that he can beat Fat Boo, there's no way he's confident that he can beat Super Boo. That confidence isn't there, and he never said he could. And now we make our segue from Goku to Gohan, and Gohan arrives in style. Super Boo reveals that he could feel Gohan during his fight with Gotenks, realizing that the threat wasn't Gotenks, the threat was Gohan. He knew that if Gohan came, he would lose. Period. It wasn't a debate. He didn't think he could win. It wasn't one of those things where he thought he could put up a good fight. He said he knew he would have lost.
A good fighter knows his mental and physical limitations, but a great fighter will figure a way around them. From the moment I felt your power, I knew I was beaten. And then I thought about something.
If I could hatch a plan to absorb Piccolo and Gotenks and their powers,
Then no force on this boring, pathetic planet would ever stand a chance against me again.
This is the whole reason for the fusion of Gotenks with Super Boo. That way he has a chance of fighting Gohan, and he knows that's his only way. But look at this fight. Gohan, I don't even remember, does he even get hit? Does Gohan actually take any damage in this fight? It's that, the power scale is that off. Super Boo doesn't stand a chance. And while if you want to make that argument that Goku may have been able to beat Super Boo, look how close he was as an even match with Fat Boo. The power scale went up with Fat Boo by a bit, not like by a tremendous amount, but by a considerable bit. But you want to tell me that Goku would not have taken any damage fighting Super Boo after you saw that fight with Majin Buu? I don't think so. And honestly, that's where this is where I was talking about earlier, where the point is just really made clear. I don't really need to talk about who's stronger between Kid Buu and Super Buu, because Gohan's power scaling difference between himself and Super Buu is so much stronger and so much bigger than Goku's or Vegeta's or anyone else's could have been. This right here, this moment, this fight is where everything comes to light. Who is stronger, Goku or Gohan? It's Gohan. Gohan has the hidden potential unlocked. Gohan is now, at the very least, as strong as Super Saiyan 3 with no stamina leakage. That's Goku's weakness. He can't prolong a fight, he knows it. Especially in his live body. And some of these debates I saw, some of them were old, some of them were a couple years old, but some of them were pretty recent. And I didn't really think we were still having this debate. I remember conventions years ago, we were having this kind of debate, but I really thought we were just kind of poking fun at it, or try hard Goku fans. But I think there are really people that really feel like Goku's stronger. And here's the thing, if you think so, let me know. Show me where you think I may have messed up. Show me where my calculations are off. I love talking about Dragon Ball Z, and I love Dragon Ball Z debates. Again, this has nothing to do with Super. This has nothing to do with the last arc after the Kid Buu arc, which is like 8 episodes or whatever. It's not about the Oob tournament. This is from the moment Kid Buu dies, and essentially prior to that, who is the strongest character? That's it. But let me know in the comments what you think. Do you think I messed up? And if not, if you agree with this, please hit the like button, subscribe. I am always down to make and talk more DBZ with you guys. guys. Thanks for listening, guys. Later.
And this is what is known as a Super Saiyan that has ascended past a Super Saiyan. Or you could just call this a Super Saiyan 2.